Hey faction mates, Uncle Snussy here. Just want to do a quick update. I noticed a contest today that I didn't even know was coming. There is a coin and evolution contest going on for the next 16 hours. Don't remember seeing that on the calendar, but spent some coin on some stuff today and was surprised to see I was making progress in this contest. So this would be the next day. This is the second time so far in this month-long event we've had a coin contest. And like I talked about in previous videos, I will be using this coin for a couple of purposes. One, I'll be using it to boost perks. Two, I'll be using it to continue to develop Stephanie McMahon for the Hall of Fame contest. And three, I'll actually be using the coin to develop whoever's in my plan as far as the wrestlers that I'm currently developing. So, first things first, gonna do some perks. So in the limited time events, I've completed all of these, with the exception I still have not done any of the Stephanie McMahon. I don't know what I'm waiting for. But the Kurt Angle event, I couldn't crack Hell mode. My Kurt Angle is not strong enough. But as I mentioned before, as the month goes on, you'll have the opportunity to do tour perks that will make your wrestlers stronger. So I'll come back and revisit that before this 13 days is over. So if I go to the next level of tour perks, I might come and try again and see if I can get farther. If I can't, then I'll wait till the next level of tour perks, and so on and so forth. I happened to have Lita and Ultimate Warrior, so I went ahead and accomplished those both in Hell mode, using just the tour perks I have today. So the Lita in this event, as you can see in Hell mode, I 3-starred the first one, but I only was able to 1-star the others. And the reason for that is Lita's 10,417 in strength. My Lita is 7,142. But I still won. And how did I still win? I still won because of tour perks. Because of the benefits that I already get from the tour perks. Which isn't huge. A little bit more health. A little extra move point, right? But it was enough to kind of get things started, get Lita going, get her recycling, and then I was able to beat her. So I will admit it took more than one match to do it, but normally I would try one match, and if I got my butt handed to me, I'll just quit until the next time a tour perk comes up. But in this case, I got really close to beating her the first time, so I went back around and took another shot because I figured a little more gem luck and I'd probably be able to take her. So anyway, the point of all that is basically that's just what I've been doing today, collecting ingots, collecting keys. And so now I'm going to do a little work on perks. Alright, so with what I have in place, I was able to boost my Showdown perk. I'm now at level 4 on the Showdown perks. I had done some upgrades already before I decided to make the video, and I got the Showdown turnbuckles from completing more of the weekly tours that we have going on. There's a certain level where once you beat it, you get turnbuckles to be able to do Showdown perks. So I'm at level 4. As I've mentioned before, I make the defense ones a priority. All moves starting MP reduced by 4 for your opponent. That basically means MP trainers are worthless. So if they have MP trainers on their Showdown defense team, they are wasting their time because they're not getting any boost by them. There's still a couple of teams out there where they could still give you some fits. Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, because they get a +4 MP on top of MP trainers. So if they have MP trainers and they have their tag link, they could still be +4 MP. If they're confident and they don't use MP trainers and they just roll with their +4 bonus for the tag link, this takes them to 0. So we're starting square one. You get the first shot, turn 1. So it's an opportunity to win those matches where maybe you would not. As you can see here, I do have my other Showdown perk, the offense perk. That one's at level 3, where my defense is at level 4, because like I said, I make that a priority. So this does increase my color gem generation moves by 2, and this does also mean that anytime I match any gem match, I'm going to get an extra 1 boost to the move points. So, you know, we're already talking about the defense knocks the opponent's ability to fill their moves faster, and now I have a perk that allows me to fill my moves faster as long as I get a match. right? And then I also have the ability with my perks on my team for Showdown, my tag links, excuse me, to fill my moves faster. I don't do Showdown tag links where it's an MP boost because of the fact that the Showdown defense perk can negate it. I tend to use Showdown tags where it's a bonus for my matches, not a starting boost at the beginning, so that I can fill my moves faster. My tour perks so far haven't gone anywhere past level 3. I'm about 5 short of being able to take it to this next one where I get a 15% health boost. But right now, I'm still at 10% health and still all color moves with 1 more move point. This one is not that great. Things get really nice when we can get to level 5. Level 4 is just basically giving you another 5% boost to your tour perk health, which might be the difference in some cases of surviving a match because you have a little extra health. Feud perks, ridiculously expensive. I tend to prefer to grab multiple small feud perks as opposed to try to really focus on one and boost it up. If there's an exception to that, it's going to be the feud MP perks here. It would be nice to get that to level 3 and be able to get an extra 2 move points and be able to have color gem matches give you a 2-point boost when you match the gems. But it's super expensive. Level 2 is over 1 million coins. So, you got to decide in feud if that's what you want to do, if you want to roll with that or not. I also grabbed the gem generation perk, also level 1, so that's going to increase color gem generation of my trainers by 25%. How I decide which of these I'm going to go ahead and do has a lot to do with who I'm going to roll with as my team in the feud. So I filled out already my team that I'm planning to go with at the feud, and I look at their moves, and I decide, okay, what are some common themes among the moves of the people I'm going to use? So I have a lot of people who they choose gems or they create gems on the board. So getting additional color gem generation from the trainers they're going to use is a bonus for me. I also have several people that put multiplier gems out on the board, so I went ahead and grabbed the multiplier perk as well. So here's that multiply gem perk. Moves that generate multiply gems will create 1 more multiply gem. So that's just an extra multiply gem. I may actually take this one to level 2 before the contest begins because I want to get the multiply gem strength increased by 1. As far as perks go, the cost of that level 2 is not anywhere near as expensive as the cost of the MP boost perk. So I may decide to go ahead and take that to level 2. I got to basically decide that probably within the next 16 hours before that coin and Evo contest is done, because I want to get credit for spending the coin if I decide to go that route. Wasn't able to do anything with the Blitz perks. I think I'm still about 5 or 10 turnbuckles short of being able to boost this to the next Blitz perk. So I'll probably just wait. There'll be some more of the daily tours that come out for the month-long event, and there will be likely Gauntlet Blitz turnbuckles in there. There may even be Gauntlet Blitz turnbuckles as part of the coin contest. I don't remember what the top tier is. It might be either, it's probably feud turnbuckles. But anyway, this one is still kind of sitting out there waiting for me to be able to boost it up to the next level, just because I don't have enough turnbuckles for it yet. So once I get enough turnbuckles, I'll go ahead and take this one up to this additional level and increase the color gem generation moves by 1. Again, Blitz perks are kind of cheap, relatively speaking, and so getting it to level 6 when the opportunity arises is awesome. Color gem generation moves by 2, and then 3 extra move points. Get those moves off fast, get through those contests fast, take less damage, have a better shot at hitting those rewards if they have challenges like making it through the entire contest with 1 wrestler. A lot easier to do when you're doing 15 damage, extra color gem generation, and have these 3 move points to get those moves started at the beginning, right? So that will come later in the month. Alright, so down here at the very bottom, the Queen of the Ring solo contest. I have gone through all 3 days of tours with this thing. I've done everything I can, gone as far as I can get. And I'm at milestone 13 of 15, but I'm really close to this milestone, right? So this particular contest, I was able to accomplish these goals because I have the right wrestlers and was able to get far. But there's one thing that you can do over and over and over again to score points in this contest that doesn't cost money, right? Because you can go and you can use the equal odds loot coins. You can buy those and spin those. You can spin one Queen of the Ring loot coin, right? So there's opportunities to spend some money and get further. But if you're not going to spend money to get farther, then your only option is win a showdown with Stephanie McMahon, Best for Business. And that's going to get you 200 points per win. So if we look at the rewards, 150,000. I'm at 149,450. So really close. Probably going to go ahead and just take care of that, close the gap. And then you look at this 225,000 one right here, right? Got some pretty nice stuff, but nothing like super amazing. This one's pretty nice. Getting what is that? 5 of the 5-star silver tokens to take people to 4-star gold. That's pretty sweet. This will open the vault. That's pretty sweet too. But I got to do some math here and see how many matches I got to win in the next 16 hours to be able to get that. All right, so I took a look at that, and so for me to get here, I got to win 3 matches. I think I have enough time in my life to get 3 matches in and go ahead and collect what we have here. This one, however, 378 matches to get there. Good luck out there to anybody willing to grind that. That isn't me. I know, I think, I timed myself once, and on average, I think each match takes me about 4 minutes. So, yeah, that's a lot of time, and I'm not interested in that at all. So, they can go ahead and just have that. I'm not spending any money to try to get any closer. I'm just going to accept the fact that I just got to let that one just float on by as just too much of a grind for me. Not interested. All right, so here's my Stephanie McMahon. She's the next thing I'm going to be spending money on. So still 3-star bronze. Still got 21 of these levels to go. That's a little weird. It should only be 20. Don't know why it says 21. Because every time you level up, it's basically another 20 levels before you get to the next one. But whatever. It says 21. I'll accept that. And then I also got to fill out some moves before I can take her to the next level. So this 21 levels, it's going to cost me 1.857 million, or roughly 1.9 million in coin. I'm going to go ahead and actually jot that down real quick. Okay, so as it stands right now, I'm up 436,000 coin in leveling her. And what I mean by that is only counting the things I've done that I can only do with her in the game, I have made 436,000 coin in spite of spending all the coin to level her up to 3-star bronze. That includes the 3 days of contests that have been these last 3 days. That includes, just anything in which Stephanie McMahon was required in order to participate. And in the process of leveling her up, the month-long event, getting the bags from the month-long event and opening those bags and seeing what the contents are, so far up 436,000 coin. Now, I'm about to spend 1857900, right? And I have 436,000. So that's going to put me at about 1.4 million in coin that I've now invested in her. That is actually coin that I've earned that I haven't been able to get as a return from a contest. So that's okay. And I'll show you why. For one thing, I'm not expecting to be able to develop her for free, right? There's going to be some cost to it, and I have to be okay with that. But what I would like to point out is that I have continued to make further progress in the Hall of Fame contest. I'm now at milestone 20 out of 30. And because of that, I've got bags that I have collected that I have not opened. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at those now, and let's see what I get. All right, so here's a big bag, silver Hall of Fame pouch. See what happens here. 150,000 coin. All right. And here's 21 of a smaller size bag. See what I get here. Some blitz tickets, some diamonds, some headliner chips, 400,000 coin. All right. So that's 550,000 coin that I just picked up. Right? So still costing me? Absolutely. But costing me less than $1 million so far to take her to 3-star bronze. So out of all the coin I've spent, which is probably 2.5 million, 3 million, the actual cost so far is less than $1 million. Right? And so that goes back to what I'm talking about, right? That you get to develop this particular character at a discount. And you're not going to have to spend any tokens on them. And where does she go? Oh, yeah, I advanced her, so she's higher up the list now. Yeah. So, star fill. Oh, that was probably the extra one in the leveling. But I'm not going to fill that star right now. The other thing I got to do before I can evolve her and get credit for evolving her in the coin and evo contest is I gotta up the moves. So the total cost, I gotta max this one. These I used shards already on, and then I've got to up this one. I gotta up this one, and then this one was unlocked at level 3, 3-star, and I've got to completely max it up from a 1 all the way up to an 8. Right, the total cost of doing this is going to be 407 either shards or training posters. I have 338, right? So I don't have enough to make this happen. So I could spend TP right now, but I don't really want to because there's not. I've already maxed out the current TP contest. I don't want to spend any more TP on her at this point until I absolutely have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the store and I'm going to buy another pack of shards for her. Because these 338 plus the 2, I think it's 250 in that pack, will get me to 600 shards, and I only need 407. So I'm going to do that now. All right, I'm in the store. 121,000 is the cost of the shards. Still got 2 of those packs left. I got 641,000 so far. So I'm going to go ahead and collect those. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. So buying her 250 shards, interestingly enough, will give you progress in that Queen of the Ring solo contest. Totally didn't think about that. That's completely by accident. That's interesting. I don't think I'll I don't think I'll buy another one. So, okay, so buying that shard pack got me to 174,450. So that's about 25,000 for that. So if I buy the other shard pack now, that's another 25,000. So that's I got to do some more math here, because that's going to put me 25,000 short of maxing out that contest. How funny is that? Totally by accident. Okay, let me think about that. So 25,000 divided by 200. That's 125 matches. That's still pretty damn painful, but 125 is reasonable. I did 100 matches with Wendy Richter in that one showdown. That might be something I think about. All right, just go ahead and buy those shard packs now, and then maybe take a stab at actually closing the gap and maxing out that event. How funny. It's kind of sad, because had I not already bought the first shard pack, I would max out the contest. And that's probably the secret to that contest. There usually is a secret to the contests. And so that's something to note for next time, right? Is that had I just saved all those shard packs and done them now, I'd be able to max that event. Very interesting. All right, I went ahead and bought the other shard pack. I'm about, as you can see, about 25,000 short of maxing that event out. That will probably take me 3 or 4 hours of doing showdown events to be able to close that gap. So I'll tell my wife I love her, buy something nice, lock myself in a room, maybe take some water and pee breaks, and see if I can get that done. And really, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and use those shards to max her out. I'm going to then use the rest of the money to develop the people that are currently in my plan that I want to develop. And that's it for the update. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.